What's up, guys? What's happening? It's your boy DJ. Made it back from my trip on the Ezip 500. Let me check my motor temps real quick. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on. I gotta do this. Ah, nice. The hottest motor temps yet. 144. Nice. 122. 143. 142. Motor temps. Okay. That's cool. Still good. Okay. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on. All right. Made it back from my journey on my modified Ezip 500. I don't know how far I went because my doggone phone app didn't work right. My odometer I downloaded didn't work right. And this is a different phone too from what I'm normally using. As you guys can tell by the quality of the video is not quite as good as the Samsung phone I had. This is a Motorola Moto G. It's okay. But the video quality is not as good as that Samsung A20 that I had. So in time, I want to go back to my A20 because that's why I got it, because the video quality was so high as opposed to this Moto G, which is it's all right. But anyway, guys, made it back from my trip. Hang on a second. Let me see if my kickstand will work. No, made it back from my trip. I probably did about 18 miles, 15 to 18 miles, I would guesstimate, off of my 25 amp hour battery pack. Our battery cells, because it's actually two. I have one in the deck, a 14 amp hour in the deck, and then I have a 10 amp hour in the extension pack or swappable battery pack. So total of I just rounded it up to 25 amp hours. Thing did great, but then again, it did great according to the way I rode it, because I'm kind of different from most people that are into scooters and things. I don't go fast. My average speeds are between 10 and 15 mile an hour, and even less. A lot of times 7-8 mile an hour. So at least with these DC motors, as you can see, this bad boy right here has a really nice 500 watt DC motor right there. There it is. Yeah, has a motor right there. And I just checked the operating temperature because I came up some steep inclines. I said, I'm going to put this little bad boy to the test. It did great. You know, the highest motor temperatures that I saw all day was what you just saw, which was 142, 143, or something like that. I think that was a high, 140 something. But anyway, I'm very impressed with this scooter right here, guys. Anybody looking for, again, a mobility scooter for an elderly person, somebody that's maybe like 60, 70 years old, you know, this would be a great cheap mobility scooter for somebody like that. If you can catch them on Craigslist or eBay or even Facebook Marketplace. Again, I got this one for like 180 bucks, and it was like brand new. The kid didn't even hardly ride it. He still had the seat wrapped up and stuff. But anyway, I am so impressed with this scooter, guys. I did like 18 miles. You know, I got my safety vest on, as you guys can see. You know, my safety gear. Got my helmet on, looking crazy. I got my basket. I got my lock, just in case I need to run in the store or something. I'm just so impressed. I can't really say enough good things about riding these little inexpensive Ezip 2012 model scooters, 2009 model scooters. I mean, they do really well. Very inexpensive, and I would encourage anybody to get one if you can find one. You know, if you like, you know, scooting around on stuff. You don't have to pay the $800-900 for the newer models if you don't want to. These scooters do great as long as you ride them in their operating range, which by that I mean that this scooter right here was originally a 24 volt scooter, right? I overvolted it to 48 volts, but at 28 volts, I forgot to tell you this, at 28 volts, the top speed was between, it was like 15 mile an hour, right? So What I do is, even though I overvolted it and I have all the extra power, I still operate this scooter no more than 15 miles an hour. You know, every now and then I'll, you know, when I need to get out of the way, I'll move it and use that extra power that it does have. It's just great, guys. This is a great little scooter to have. It has front suspension. Not the best, but it does work. And it's so inexpensive. It's so inexpensive. And what's cool is the batteries that I have in the scooter, I can swap them, you know. I take the batteries out of this, I put in other battery operated devices that I have. Like I have a Razor EcoSmart Sup scooter with a hub motor. I use these batteries in that. That scooter has a 20 amp hour battery in it though, under the deck, and then I combine it with this 14 amp hour. I'm running a 34 amp hour scooter, guys. My Razor EcoSmart. So it's kind of cool if you can arrange your electronic gadgets and stuff so that you can use the battery in more than one device. I find that very nice. I have to take a video of this. This was my Honda PCX scooter I sold to my brother. And that's how I got my my Cobble Wolf Warrior. I had to give this up to get that, which hurt. Ouch. As you can see, it looks great. I love Honda stuff, man. Honda stuff is off the chain. And yeah, it's just a great bike. There you go. 2013 Honda PCX. But it's no longer mine. That is my brother's. But that's how I got my Wolf Warrior. He bought that, and I bought the Wolf Warrior. But anyway, back to this right here, guys. The Ezip 500, which is technically now more like the Ezip 950. Why 950? Because, check it out. These Ezip scooters, they had a bunch of variants, which is a new word they're using for the 2000s, or year 20,000s, I'm sorry. But anyway, they changed it, you know, they got different variants of the Ezip scooter. They've got the 400, I've got that one in the garage. It's got the little fat wheels, the little 10-inch wheels. And they came out with the 500 here. And like I was saying in the other video, I figured, heck, some guy had some forks on eBay for the 900. I figured they're all the same frame, basically, bicycle parts, blah, 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 blah. So this thing originally didn't have front suspension. So what I did was I took I bought the scooters the forks off of eBay. I fitted them on this scooter. So now this scooter is an Ezip 500 with the Ezip 900 front forks and front rotor and disc brake setup. So technically this is really like an Ezip. I call it Ezip 950 because the Ezip 900, which is this basically right here with the front disc brakes, it still didn't have a rear brake. Okay, so me doing my little mod thing, I have a front disc brake and a rear drum brake. Ha ha! And this thing is great. Only thing I'd like to do is I need to get the Ezip extension seat post so I can raise it. The seat's a little low for me. I want the seat up more like this. You know, that would feel better for me, and I'd feel more comfortable. It's a little low for me, but it still works great. Still works great. So anyway, guys, I'm not dragging this video out. Sorry. But this scooter here is the bomb. Again, this thing the top speed is like 25 miles an hour. Don't get it wrong. This thing can move. But these DC motors, you can't operate them that long off of 48 volts without burning up the motor. Okay? I climbed a super steep hill, a couple steep hills with this thing, and I jumped off of it and checked the motor temps. The motor temp was only like 113, 115. But what I did that was smart was I only came up the hill like 5 miles an hour. I wasn't trying to come up 10 miles an hour. I wasn't pushing the power. You know, sometimes you got to do that if you don't want to burn up your motor. I'm trying to get all the life out of this motor I can get. Okay? So it does real good as far as that is concerned. So yeah, when I get the hills, I just, I don't push it. I don't try to give it a whole bunch of juice coming up the hill so I don't overheat the motor. I just keep my speed about 5-6 miles an hour and take my time getting up the hill, and it doesn't overheat the motor, guys. So This scooter is a bomb. To me, it's like a mini Razor EcoSmart. I really like the EcoSmart scooter a lot. It's got 16-inch wheels, which I love. But I was like, I like this because it folds down. This handlebar system right here, it just collapses down. So if say I got a flat or whatever, and somebody want to give me a ride, I can collapse that front stem down like really fast and lay it down and slide it in the back seat, no problem. Okay, so this scooter, I just share information with you guys on these scooters, so give you guys some ideas on how and what you can do to these scooters to modify and make them better, make them lighter. Like I said, I got a swappable battery here, 10 amp hour cell in there, a COM, C-A-O-M. I bought off eBay. They seem to be really good batteries so far. One day I'm going to do a serious range test and see how far I can actually get off of the COM battery. But I use the COM battery. I use the batteries on this for the Ezip 400 that I have in there also. And I also use them for my trike. My, I forgot, my Worksman Cycles trike. So, but anyway, guys, just sharing information with you guys again on this little scooter here. It did great. I took a nice long ride on it. Average speed, anywhere from 8 to 15 miles an hour. Usually 10 to 8 miles an hour was my cruising speeds. I was in no hurry. It's the weekend, so. All right, just sharing information. Later.